Hello vinyl community, I'm back with you to do the second video, which this is the non-jazz video. So, if you're looking for jazz, catch my other video. This one is going to be rock, little EDM type stuff, and a little psychedelic. So, and then one rock classic, so I'm going to mix it up here a little bit. So when it comes to world music, at least being in the United States, it's hard to, if it's not in English, it's hard to get into, not, orally and enjoyment-wise, it's hard to find it. And, with the advent of the internet, it's a little bit easier, but when you're not in that culture, when you're not with the people, you don't know what is in, what is out, what is hip, what people like. So it's like finding your way in the dark in a lot of cases. So Chris and Fred Big Star 1000, you'll probably have some comments on what I'm going to show if you catch this video, and I appreciate it if you comment, because I don't know anything about this. I don't know if it's popular, or if it it's just uncool, because watching your video, your reference about Mylene Farmer, which I think is the greatest, was kind of eye-opening, because I guess she's not as hip as I think she is, at least not in France. Maybe she's kind of too commercial. Maybe that's a suggestion, but anyway. So the first album I got to show, which again, Chris Basket or Fred Big Star 1000, let me know. This is a remix of a Yves Simon album or song. So I'm not even going to try and pronounce the title because I don't speak French, but this is a remix done by two guys that I really like, which is Psych Magic. They do a lot of wonderful remixes, and then they do their own compilation albums. So this one I got really cheaply through a group called Pacific Beach Vinyl. And they get these singles and they'll put them out for like $10, and I sampled this on SoundCloud, and I really liked what I heard. So I think this is probably a popular song that probably came out in the late 70s, early 80s. Just one track, and this is on the Lang label, which Psych Magic has been on. But it has a really interesting etching, so it's a 45 RPM 12-inch single, and then if you can see the etching on the back is kind of cool. Now what I found fascinating about this is I was trying to do some research on it online, and went to Discogs, and I found out that this just one track single is already going for like $40. Is it that good? I don't know. So again, maybe if I were in France I would know, but I like what I heard. So so if you have any comments about it, please let me know. The next one is by a group called Crazy P, and this is their latest Walk, Dance, Talk, Sing, that is put out by K7, and K7 puts out a lot of EDM type releases, and they do comps from time to time by different EDM artists. And so Crazy P, they've been around since 1999, I want to say. They're a UK act, and small ensemble, and this is really disco-y, dancey. It's a really good album. It has a lot of good tracks. Some of it gets a little monotonous though, and not my most favorite album by Crazy P, and it's not bad. So a lot of stuff that is issued on K7, I haven't, I like the stuff that they put out, but a lot of the albums are not 100% solid to me. There's a lot of redundancy, a lot of monotony with some of the songs. So But this is not bad. This is not a bad outing. And Crazy P used to go by the name Crazy Penis, and I think they had a problem with getting recognition with the last word penis there, so they shortened it up to Crazy P. A lot of their earlier albums, if you can find them on vinyl, usually go for a lot of money if you can find them in good shape, that is. So next up is a Mofi release. This is Brother in Arms. I really don't need to talk about this because it is a classic, and a lot of people know this. I mean, it was played to death in the 80s. This was not recorded on analog tape. This was recorded electronically, and so gatefold here. Of course, the Mofi ones, they're limited minus 740 to however many pressings they can press before they lose the rights to it. And they were done on, this one was done on 45 RPM. Mofi does their pressings at RTI, which, as I said in my previous video, I just love. And so I have several different versions of this album. So CD, Super Audio CD, I have an original pressing. And I gotta say that this is by far the best I have ever heard this. Mofi, yes, they are good. Sometimes they can miss the quality a little bit, but this is outstanding. I've never heard so much air and definition around the instruments. The Super Audio CD that I have, it's not the Mofi one. They also did that on Super Audio CD. The one I had was actually pressed in Europe, and they did a 5.1 mix. That one was really high on the treble end, but this is just well-rounded. Everything has nice definition. There's nice air around the instruments, so there's a perfect clarity. So this will probably be my go-to when it comes to listening to this album, and this is by far my favorite Dire Straits album. So next is a little bit of space rock psychedelic. So this is Föllakzoid on the Sacred Bones label, which I'm just getting really turned on to. I have several albums on their label, and this is just incredible, at least a lot of the work that I'm finding on this label. So this is great. It's 4 tracks. I want to say it is a German group. Just really long, spacey jams. So David Sequoia Flame, if you're watching, this is definitely one that is up your alley. You would love this. And it comes with a digital download too. And I think that should be standard, that they come with some digital download. So Föllakzoid, Föllakzoid, I think that's right, with the umlaut. So yeah. The last one, sorry, I got 2 rock classics here. Last one for you is the reissue of Sticky Fingers, and it is a 2 LP set. The second LP actually has some alternative takes of some of the classics. So Brown Sugar is done with Eric Clapton. You got Wild Horses, which is an acoustic, and my favorite track on the album, Can't You Hear Me Knocking, it's not completely different. It has some different horn section to it. Played a little bit differently. You got some live tracks. You got Bitch on here, which is extended, and you got Dead Flowers, which is an alternate version, and then you got, of course, the live tracks. Second album is really good. You listen to the alternate tracks, and you find out why they selected the ones they did for the official album. And if I were the band, I would have selected those two. What I do like about this is you got a nice plastic to protect the zipper. The zipper there has the nice Rolling Stones logo, of course. And these were pressed, I want to say, at GZ vinyl. So just looking at the matrix numbers and how they're done, I'm pretty sure it's GZ. GZ did the a lot of the stone reissues. But it's not bad. The pressings aren't bad. It's far better than United, in my opinion. GZ vinyl can only do digitally sourced material. They can't do analog, but it's not bad. It does come with a nice little insert. Let's see. Sorry. Did not come with an insert. It comes with some nice inner sleeves. I just happened to put on my Mofi sleeves after I got them cleaned up. I'm not the biggest Stones fan in the world, and this is actually the first time I have this guy on vinyl, so I don't have an original pressing, so I don't have any basis of comparison other than a CD, and it does sound better than the CD that I have. It's one of my favorite Stones albums, not my most favorite, but definitely worth picking up, and I'm happy to have it on vinyl. So, of course, the zipper comes down, and you can open it up to see the Andy Warhol picture of some guy's underwear. So, there you have it. There's the non-jazz stuff for past couple weeks. So, got comments, suggestions, shoot them down below, and thanks for watching.